Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Burning Conversations. My name is Anastasia Douglas, your podcast anchor. And today I am here with special guest, one of our recruiters on campus. And I mean, if you don't know what recruiters are, well, you're about to find out. But they are the people that come to your high schools, all around the different areas to come and tell you all about this wonderful place called Northwestern State University and that you should join. And so we have one of our own recruiters here with me today, Tre.
What is up, my girl? How's it going?
Good. So tell me about a day in the life of a recruiter.
So I feel like there's never like a typical day, honestly, because sometimes there are days where if it's in the office, I'm doing tours, getting emails set up. But then there's some days where you may have to wake up at 6 a.m., get on the road, go to a school visit, and really try to teach these kids about Northwestern. So day to day, if I'm in the office, real chill, showing them around campus. But when I'm on the road, sometimes it can be like an entire classroom visit where I'm actually doing a PowerPoint presentation, or it could be just a lunch visit where like I really go out and get to talk to the students.
Okay, so what made you want to be a recruiter?
So I was one who I knew that I wanted to get active on campus immediately as soon as I got here. Like I ended up doing the cheer team my freshman year, dabbling a little bit in Greek life. I've done a little bit of UPC. I've done it all. So whenever I graduated, I knew that either I was moving away from Natchitoches and getting a job somewhere in the business field, or if I stayed, I'm like, recruiting doesn't seem too bad. And so everybody knows the lovely Van Erickson. And my senior year, he was like, I think you should totally look into doing recruiting. I'm like, I'm a C because I'm not going to hold anything with a little bit of weight. You can't have anything promised. So I ended up applying for the job in 2021, and the rest was history. I got a call back in August of 21 saying that I got the job. And, with COVID, it was a little bit of a different time frame, and we couldn't really do much. So I wasn't sure if it was going to be for me, but whenever everything became more relaxed and I realized that I had a passion for teaching students about Northwestern and giving them the love that I gave this school, by far I enjoyed it.
So I know recruiters do not just have, what is it called, office life. The road life is also part of it.
Yes.
So tell me about the road life and traveling to the different high schools, because I know you do it.
Oh, Lord, I do. So, okay. So it honestly switches up a little bit because in the fall, I start by doing like a lot of my actual school visits, waking up in the morning, sometimes before like 6 a.m., hopping on the road, because my area is Southwest Louisiana. So I'm going to like Lafayette, Lake Charles, all of that. And a lot of those visits really start with like a lot of turnaround drives. And what I mean by that is I can leave Natchitoches at 6 a.m., get to Lafayette, finish the visit in Lafayette, and then drive back to Natchitoches that same day. So there are some days where like I do get back before like we get off at 5:30, but there are some days where I don't get back until like 7, sometimes 8 p.m. Whenever I get into like the October range of the fall, that's when college fairs start, and I'm pretty much living in Lafayette for the 2 weeks. So I'll get like a hotel as a home base, and sometimes the college fairs can be in the area. Sometimes they're an hour and a half away, but I know for one thing, I don't like checking in and checking out of many hotels, so I'll find me a ground base and make sure to keep myself grounded for that week. And then whenever we get into the spring road life, it's way more lax. Like I do say I'm more in the office a lot because I'm having all my tours that are coming from the fall time, getting all those things done like that. So really and truly, I may touch the road once, maybe 3 times in a month. And then that's whenever we get into the award ceremony season in the end of April and May. And we're going to the different schools and doing a lot of like award ceremonies. And what I mean by that is some of them it's their graduation. I'm going to speak to their graduation. Others, they're doing like a true award ceremony where it's just recognizing their scholarships, where they're going to school and things like that. So definitely never a set road life, but 100% if you're looking for a job that makes you move, is going to be recruiting. You're never going to stay still. 100%.
Okay, so what is the best part about giving tours?
So I feel like for me,
besides the vehicles,
right? Because the vehicles do be nice and we have that nice little traverse. I think for me, Northwestern was never on my top list, and I can be transparent with that. The tour is what sold me. And if I can go and sell the same people, the same energy and atmosphere that I have, that's what gets me. And honestly, it's knowing that your tour could be invested in Northwestern, but getting that tour that is like on the fence and they're looking at these other schools, knowing that I can influence their decision and change their next trajectory for the 4 years, that's what gets me. And I've had plenty of tours where they've wanted X name here, X name there, and by the time that we finish the tour, I'm either getting an email from the mom or getting a confirmation that like they're coming to Northwestern. So it's being that person for them that I needed way back in 2016 when I first came over here.
That is so good. That is so good. So, what do you think students don't realize that is important about the recruiting process and all that you guys do?
I think the main thing that a lot of them tend to forget is they have time, but sometimes that time also goes very quickly.
Right.
Like, I'm not saying that you need to know what college you're going to by October, but typically like around January, February, we kind of need to start locking ourselves in because housing starts opening up and then freshman connection starts opening up. So like those are very time sensitive. So I think that's one thing they forget, but also I think they tend to forget that even though the ACT is so annoying, take it as many times as you can. And I say that because we can award scholarships all the way up until like May of their senior year. So like if I know that I can still bump my composite up and get more money because it doesn't look free money, right? Go and do it. Like TOPS is trying to give you money, and it's like, let's say I got like a 24, but I can jump to a 25. Get the 25, go the extra percent, and get the higher composite because, like I said, free money is the best money. You don't have to pay it back.
Amen. So we're gonna play a game.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna play a game. We're gonna play Never Have I Ever.
Okay.
Recruitment style, and I'm gonna play with you since I'm an ambassador and I also work in the office as well. So some things I have done with you and some things I haven't. So here we go. Okay. Never have I ever been late for a tour. I have.
Definitely been late for a tour. And like when I say like late, there's been before like, okay, so tour typically starts at 9. I may get to the office at like 8:30. So you thinking, okay, tour is gonna be there by 9. When me and my tour walking at the same time, that's how you know
it's
head of shame.
A good day.
So I'm like, it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a great day. But honestly, some of those tours have been my best ones because they know they're like, oh, we know that you're up. I'm like, I'm up, but are you sure you're up?
I've been late. I was late this past Monday. I had a meeting and I was like, oopsie daisy. I was like, hey, can y'all make sure someone's saying the packet?
Like at least starting it for me. That's the biggest thing. I'm not
gonna be there on time.
And I will say too, like most of the times where I know like I may be running behind from either like cheer or just something else from the campus, literally the ambassadors are the main ones helping me out and getting that packet ready. And it's even been before where like I've told them like, hey, like I'm coming from another visit. I might need somebody to do the tour. Literally the ambassadors jumped on and helped me out too, or if it's not an ambassador, another recruiter's helping me out. Real big shout out to Jordan because he's always helping me out and saving my life. Yes, we love
Jordan. Jordan is so sweet, and literally everybody in that office always helps each other out.
Everything.
No matter what, or else the office would go crazy. Okay, never have I ever forgotten to fill out a school excuse for a student.
Okay, actually, I've been really good with those. The only time that I almost forgot was I thought that the student was literally in school. Homegirl was on break the whole time. So like I'm filling it out. I'm like, you need this? She said, sweetie, I'm on fall break. I said, oh, I wouldn't know. We don't get those many kind of breaks here, babe.
No, we don't. I don't think I've forgotten to fill one out, but I'll make sure to ask them, like, do y'all need a school excuse? Because don't be coming to saying the recruitment office didn't give y'all nothing.
And believe it or not, like, sometimes the schools really, like, think that they're forging these things. I'm like, no offense. I was like, there's no kid that I think has taken the time to find the Northwestern State font and the Northwestern State printing.
Nobody's doing
all of that. So I have had a few times where the school has called Miss Laney just to confirm. And I'm like, again, I don't think anybody would just want to leave school saying they're going on a college tour and not go on the college tour, especially coming 2 hours away. Because like for my area, the farthest they'll probably come is like 3 hours, but 2.5 hours is that time frame. And I don't think anybody's wasting that time coming to Natchitoches for that.
Nobody's doing that.
Absolutely
I thought that was hilarious
not.
Too. So never have I ever switched vehicles with another recruiter to get the better vehicle.
Oh, 100%. Can lock myself into that.
I ask all the time when I have a tour, can I get the new one, please?
And this is how I do it. If I know that I get there before them, this is my little secret hack, and they might try to steal it after knowing. I make sure to get there early and put that key in my office. So that way nobody can get it. And they be clicking it like, oh my God, where's 42? I said, it's with me, boo, because I'm using it for that tour. Or there are sometimes too where like, let's say I have a smaller vehicle, but I know that I'm going to have a larger party. I will ask that recruiter to switch because I'm like, a family of two, because my car is SO5, it can fit seven, but really and truly five. But sometimes, like if I know I have a family of like four, I may try to put them in the new Traverse that we have or put them in one of the vans. But I'm like, you can't beat the Traverse because number one, it's just like the best one. But pro tip, it will not let you take off if both passengers in the front seat do not have the seatbelts on.
Car.
So very much safe. So very much tell your peoples if they're trying to take a tour, the NSU vehicles are the safest ones to do it at.
Yes. Shout out to the recruiting team for getting the Traverse, the Chevy Traverse this year. All of our favorite cars to drive.
100%. I'm like any of the Chevys, to be honest.
Okay. So never have I ever gotten tired of batch cards.
So listen, let's talk about batch cards for a minute. So I really don't have a problem with them, but I can say that like normally I don't really do them. Like a lot of like the ambassadors and student workers help me out so much. I feel bad when I come back because everybody in that office knows that Tre is notorious for doing really good at his visits and coming back with a lot of batch cards. Yes. And so it's that look of whenever I do walk in and I'm putting them up and they're like, what are those? I'm like, nothing major. It's not a lot at all. I promise you're gonna like it. And so, but I can say that it does become a lot keeping up with them because even though they're in the system, I like to keep like the actual batch card itself because sometimes I'm like, it's easier just to find them in the stack than actually go in the system and like look for it. And I do fear that I have some all the way from like 2024 still because I'm like, I don't know if I'm that student because sometimes like in the batch cards, I'll have sophomores and juniors that'll fill them out.
Yes.
But they won't put in like an application their senior year. No, so I'll go back in the batch card and try to find their information and be like, yo, you ain't put in that application yet. Trying to figure out why you fumbling the bag over here.
Correct. Well, I've also seen your little chats on the board that says, please do batch cards, Tre.
Please. And it's really only me because like for the most part, we have different time frames where we're doing our college fairs and stuff. So there's not a set time where every recruiter's coming with them, but that workroom knows when October hits around, they know who's coming in with a lot of batch cards. There are like
hundreds in that stack. I'm not even kidding.
Oh no, there was one college fair, I kid you not, and it had to be like my Lafayette Parish Fair. I came back with about 150 batch cards, and it was from like 8 or 9 high schools in that area, but I'm like, these are all juniors and seniors, y'all, so it's a good problem to have. I mean, like, the more batch cards I feel like I can get, the higher that the application numbers can be.
Yes,
that leads to more enrollment numbers and admitted numbers. And I'm like,
and that's what we're looking for. Recruitment team.
You hear you? We're super really close to like our big goal. I can say that everybody has been working diligently and hard. And it's like if you see the offers is empty, that's for a good reason. It's because they're on the roads doing their jobs, getting into those schools, going to those college fairs, and really just trying to beat our goal from last year. Because I can say that, like, the recruiting office, all of us have a competitive spirit. We're not trying to beat each other. We're trying to beat each other's numbers from last year. Correct. And if we can help each other out by covering a tour, covering a visit, we're just going to try to help each other out and get those numbers up.
Correct. Okay. Never have I ever been late to Inside View Day.
Okay, you know what? Not late, but never checking the message that they bumped the time back. And then showing up 30 minutes before everybody else. And I'm like, did I miss anything? What's going on? And then I look at the teams. Oh, by the way, it's not 7 o'clock anymore. It's 7:30.
7:30. Mm-hmm.
You know how much 30 minutes of sleep could really help somebody out on a Saturday morning?
I know, that's right.
But other than that, I wouldn't even call it late because I'm like right on time. But you know, some people be like, if you're on time, you're late. So there was a call time for 7, and I got there at 7 o'clock on the dot, and the meeting started. As soon as I walked in, I'm like, just go with the flow. Be where your feet are. We'll be all right.
No, because when it's for the ambassadors and the message will be sent, I'll show up a little later because I'm like, nobody's going to get up, right? And I won't see anybody. I'm like, okay, so am I late?
Right. And I'm not going to lie. The other way that I do try to find out if I'm late or not, I'm like, if the donuts are gone, I'm not where I need to be at all.
The donuts are our favorite part of Inside View Day because they're brought to all recruiters and ambassadors for us to eat that early in the morning. I'm not usually hungry at like 7 o'clock in the morning, but for a donut's sake, because you're on your feet all day on Inside View Day, I'm going to eat a donut, and I might even eat 2 if nobody else is going to take any more donuts.
Sometimes you have your lunch breaks, but sometimes you don't know if you're given a tour, if it's going to go overtime or what it's going to be. So I'm like, I stock up on the sugar in the morning to make sure I have something to push me over to lunch because, oof, it could be a little hard sometimes.
Those are the hardest days, and we do have Inside View Day coming up on the 28th.
We do. We should see y'all there.
Yes, and that's one of the hardest days we have to gear up for because this usually means no sleep, and we're on our feet constantly. Shout out to the people who make really good sneaker shoes with comfortable soles inside.
Because you will be on those feet all day long. And look, I'm going to manifest it right now, y'all. There's going to be no bad weather. It's not going to be cold. It's not going to be rainy. It's going to be
but
a
it's not too hot
day.
either.
Hello. Give me a little bit of wind chill, but not too much chill. But I do think it's going to be a really good one because I feel like spring Inside View Day, not that it's more lax than the fall, but
chill.
A lot of these students are students who have already like locked in at Northwestern. If they're seniors, some of the seniors may still be a little undecided, or it's juniors that have thought about Northwestern and they weren't able to make it to the fall Inside View Day, but they're trying to come to the spring one just to kind of get the little ambiance. And a good thing too is they don't have the stress of trying to like stay for the game for this or anything like that.
No.
They just have to focus on literally coming and getting a glimpse of Northwestern, which is great.
Academic meeting, trying to see their, like getting a chance to look at their specific major.
Yes. Now we're gonna pray though that since it's supposed to be a little warm, that housing's gonna come and give them snowballs like they did last year.
And I'm gonna
because I 100% definitely parked my car and I was like, all right, van, are we all getting some lovely snowballs? And my entire van hopped out and we went get a snowball and went about our business. It was great.
Shout out to housing for also providing snacks during tours because the tour guys love them.
100%. I was like, I saw them today and I was like, wait, this is amazing. Like, there's drinks for the tours, there's snacks for them. Trust me, our tour today that we had, they enjoyed them so much.
All right, thank you for coming and talking with me. I enjoyed myself so much.
I'm like, you need another one, girl? Hit your boy up. This is pleasant.
I will. I love talking with different people on campus because I get to know them, and also you get to talk about you because some students who watch this, they might not know what you do on campus.
Because I'm like, if you always send me fast walking, number one, Cheers taught me to walk in 8 counts, so I can't move any slower. But then 2, I'm always walking on a purpose because I'm either doing something for cheerleading, doing something for the recruiting office, or just taking a walk to get out of the office and touching some grass for the day.
Exactly. So you are a busy person, so thank you so much.
No.
That will conclude our episode of Burning Conversations, you guys. The Current Sauce's new edition for February is out now on different racks around campus. So make sure you pick up one on your way to wherever you might be going. So thank you guys so much for joining with me today and watching. My name is Anastasia Douglas, and I will see you guys back here real soon. Thank you.
There we go.
There we go.